Hello, welcome to part 2 of today's vlog, and today we're going to focus on some snakes. I hope everyone managed to get the gist of the 500 subscriber competition. I know there's a lot of information, but like I say, there's a lot at stake here. There's a nice beautiful snake for someone to win, but you've got to work for it. Good luck everyone with that, and this first person that sends me complete 22 answers out of 22 will win the prize. So speed is of the essence in this case, and we will close the competition by Friday next week. If any particular reason no one can produce all the answers, we'll give the prize to the person that gives us the most correct answers, which I think is a fair enough way of doing it. But while we're together, why don't we just go through and give you an update on the snakes. So just bear with me a second. So what we've done is we have introduced our first time male, which is you can see Rambo, who is a desert ghost Enchi 100% het caramel. We've put him into the fire girl and flame, and he's never been with a girl before, so this is going to be a brand new one for me. See whether they've learnt to lock, or whether he's locked or not. We'll soon find out. There they are. There he is. So she's still wrapping at the moment. They're not in a locked position, which I didn't expect because he's a first time breeder. He will have to be stimulated by her and get him. She'll teach him the art and craft of making love. But at the moment they're not locked, and I'll just see if I can smell. There's some hormones in there, but I can't smell any sperm. So anyway, we started him. He's about 1,000 grams, so he's good to go. So we're going to try and produce some fire het, well, Enchi fire het desert ghost is what we're aiming for there. So that's another pairing. And we also put in Elvis to Ray because the dreamsicle didn't lock up, so we thought we'd try and do a repeat breeding of the pumpkin pieds, cinnamon pumpkin pieds. So there they are together. They're not locked, I don't think. No, but they are lovers because they were a couple that locked last year. You can see she's she's on his back, which I think is lovely, beautiful. So we'll leave them until Sunday and see what happens. Okay. And then we've also put the banana boy into Pringle, I think, because he locked. We're giving him a chance to lock with this girl. They're not locked. She looks like she might be going to shed. Just starting to go into shed, so that might be the reason why they're not locked. So we'll give them a bit more time just in case. And I think Jade actually separated the other partners. We put Cappuccino's shed, even though we think this could be possibly her post-ovulation shed. Just in case, as security, we've put in Perlo, which is our Mojave. Let's have a look at them and see if they're locked. No, they're not locked. They are cuddling each other. They seem happy. The tails are together. So what I've learnt with the other girl that gave us the eggs is that I thought she'd ovulated a month earlier, but she didn't, and we put Joker to her, and they locked once, and then she dropped eggs about 3 or 4 weeks later. So it's well worth putting in a male, even if you think that there is an ovulation, because you may have got it wrong, and then you may not be putting in the sperm at the right time. So nothing lost by putting a male in, even if they don't lock. So it's just a bit of a safety precaution, really. Give us a backup. So I think that's the pairings there. Now we should check to see whether Joker has shed, because if he's shed we can start to pair him up. He's still in a shed, I think, or has he shed out? Look at that for a lovely shed. He has shed, so we could pair him up if we want to. So look at that for a perfect shed. Beautiful. Well done, Joker. You are amazing. And he looks lovely. Clean paint job. How beautiful he is. So he can go into the breeding rotations. Now I'll need to check with Jared's computer system Jade's gone on a family walk, so I'm kind of running things here at the moment, and because of my hip I can't walk very far, so I'm taking care of the videos today. But I'm going to just check to see. Now, just bear with me a second. If I can get our breeding plan together. There we go. Right, let's see if I can work out where we're going. So the clown, because he's such a big boy, he's looking after quite a few. The sun's trying to break through here. Let me just see if I can zoom in on the clown pairings that we've got. See if I can get it focused. Sorry, I'll just touch screen and focus. But hopefully you can see what we've got here. So here she go to spot nose. I think she's going to shed. Pastel yellow belly pied. So he's locked with her. The cinnamon. No visual there. But then that's that one. And what else have we got there? We've got the butter 100% het clown, and we've got two others that we've got there as backups. Just trying to work out what we've got there. So on the two other ones we've got the pastel clown and the banana spider, who's getting very big. So we've got to make a decision as to who we're going to put them with. And now you'll see here that I look at last month's breeding rotation, see who he locked to. So he's locked to the spot nose on the 11th of Feb. So we try and put them in every 3. Just keeping an eye he's not coming out of his box. We put them in every 3 weeks if we can. If they've locked, and if they haven't, we might try week in, week out until they lock. But just looking at that one, so the spot nose stinker could be due another locking. The pastel yellow belly was locked on the 5th of February, so she's probably prime, the pastel yellow belly pied, to create some double hets. But they did lock on the 25th, so there was a double locking there, so she's had enough. The cinnamon, there was no visual there, so we'll have to check to see. And the butter, the 13th of Feb, locked, so she is due him. So I think it's going to be either the pastel clown, which was the 18th, no visual. There wasn't a visual on there, so I'm actually going to put him to the pastel clown, who's building big time. But then she's in shed. I'll see if she's shed out. If she's not, I'm going to put her to the butter 100% het clown. So that's what I'm going to do. So you're going to work with their shed cycles. So let's just check on. My preference would be to use Amber. If she's shed out, then it's going to happen. If she's not, it's not going to happen. Guess what? It's going to happen because she's just shed out. But I don't like the fact there's a poo in the corner, because they're both going to get messy sex. But I think these two are. That tells me, I mean, she's big and she could do with a lock. I'm going to put him into her. And she looks gorgeous, doesn't she? And look how big she is. So that answers that question. And I won't. The top tip here is not to take out and clean. You mustn't do that. When you're pairing up, you want to be able to pair them up, even if it is a bit messy. So we're going to put the Joker in with this girl here. There we go. It's going to get ever so messy with that poo in there. But I'm told the top tip is to leave it and let them get on with it. So that's what we're going to do. And it couldn't be better, really. They're both shed. I reckon that's going to happen personally. Be very surprised if they don't lock. And you can see the shed there. So we get rid of those two. We replace them with 2 yellow tags now, so we know they're in the breeding cycle. So let's just do that. And then I will record. So you're getting some behind the scenes stuff here. I will record them together, and we'll keep an eye on them, see what goes on. But it will get messy. I'm going to have to clean them, I know that, because they're going to end up smudging in that poo. But if you take it away, you could reduce the hormones and stuff that they need. So a lot of people actually leave stuff in there and they get better results. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a cleaning job afterwards, but I think we'll let them enjoy one another, and hopefully she'll be receptive this time and get a lock. So the other one to check, there was another male that was in shed, so I'm now checking to see if Cookie's come out of shed, because I'd like to put Cookie, who's our 100% het albino pied, 50% het toffee. He should really be going to our albino leopard girl, and if he's out of shed, I'm gonna be pairing him up as well. If he's not out of shed, then we'll leave him to shed out, and he is at the final stages of his shed. So what happens is with a shed of the pied, they go pink, as you can see, and then they go dark, and then just before they shed, they go to this very it's almost like it becomes clearer just before they shed. So you often find that it will go lighter the day or so before it sheds. So I reckon he'll shed in the next day or so. So we'll leave him in peace. We'll spray him down later when I do the cleaning. So I've done no cleaning this morning. I'm due to clean after the footage is done. So we'll leave him at bay. We'll just have a little look and see. Now, Mango looks like she may have come out of shed. You shed out, darling? You're looking beautiful. I think she has shed out. So that's good. Alright, let's see what else we've got going on here. Nagini, let's see if she's out of shed. She looks clean, and there's her shed and poo. So yeah, she's shed out. There she is. Perfect shed, perfect poo. She's looking beautiful. And now Nagini is one of Jazz's babies from 2 years ago. She's 66% het pied, 50% het albino, and she's shed out too. So we'll take her off. That's number 12. I've got to try and remember all the names of all the things that's been shedding here. I should be recording as we go, really, but we'll do the recording afterwards. Ezra is the other one that could have shed out. He has shed out. Not the most perfect, but he's clean. And you've got it in 2 parts. See the 2 sheds? So he's done it in 2 parts. Interesting. I'd like it to be in one big ball normally, but there's nothing left on him, so he's cleaned himself and he looks gorgeous. Now I'm thinking about bringing him into the 1,000 subscriber competition. I'm thinking about that. Because again, we've got higher end Enchi males that we're breeding with, which is the Desert Ghost Enchis. But I might let him go as a freebie as well. So Jade is the other one I'm going to check. So he's another one shed. God dear, everything's shedding over the next, and she's in the middle of a shed. Look, we've caught her in the middle of her shed. That's quite unusual. There you go. She's halfway there. See? So like a tight, and she's halfway in the process of shedding. Now she obviously wants to shed in privacy. She's just dropped her head over the back, but there you go. You're seeing the process of a part-way process of how they shed. You clever girl. We won't disturb you. We'll let you get on with your business. Look, she's obviously disturbed by that, so she's at halfway. I'll leave that until she sheds out. It looks like it's going to be a perfect shed, which is lovely. So anyone that's new to this probably haven't seen that before. I wonder if this girl has shed out yet, because she's in the process of shedding. No, she's not ready yet. So I think that's all the sheds. Just old Terry was the other one to check. Let's see if Terry's shed out. And she still is in shed, so we'll give her another day or two. And don't think there's any. Oh, there's one other down here, Lala. Now Lala is our super pastel, 100% het pied. I think she may have shed. Let's have a look and see. She's done it or not. So it sounds like she might be in the middle of shed actually. See where she is. No, she's not shed yet. We'll leave her in peace. A couple more days. So there we go. I think that's covered all the shedders. So the next job is check the eggs. Oh, we've got Toast that was I thought she shed out? She has shed out. I haven't removed her thing, so I can take her away. She's already shed. That's fine. So looks as though most of our snakes are out of shed now. They do go in cycles. So we'll just check the temperatures on the eggs, which is a daily experience for us. See if they're 89 is what we're looking for. 80, 89, 89, 88 and 89, which is about right. Happy with that. Leave that where it is. So I think we'll just see if there's anything that's I haven't shown for a while that needs to see how they're looking. A lot of cleaning involved this weekend. Fiona, she's looking good. She shed out recently, so she looks good. See how she's doing. Gosh, needs a bigger hide. That's a fire girl. There she is. Isn't she lovely? Beautiful, beautiful girl. I'll leave you in peace, darling. We got the male. See how he's doing. These are all 100% het clowns. So that was the other thing, is seeing whether we can see the het clown influence on these would be interesting, wouldn't it? So, but they're very sissy. The Flame is their mother, and Joker's the. You could see whether there's any het markings on there. There should be. But that'll be interesting to see. Right, what else have we got? Casper, who's our Bamboo Mojave Bell, our first ever bell. See how he's doing. Oh yeah, I think he's a candidate for the light box. Let's take him out and show him off and weigh him. I think we will weigh him first. So we'll put him there in the natural light. Let's set the scales up. Get ourselves ready here. And I'll just zero those. We'll put him in there now. These are beautiful. Look at that beautiful blue eye. Look how lovely that is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. When he came out, we were so happy last year, and he's coming up for 8 months now. I think he is 8 months old. So we'll see how much he's weighing in 8 months. I reckon he's getting close to. I'm going to guess 600. 750. My goodness me, he's doing better than I thought. Right, we'll get the light box on and see what it looks like in the light box. Right, Casper, you lovely boy. You going to show your beauty off in the light box? 750. So he'll be going up to an adult rub in the next couple of weeks. Let's put him in here and just see how he's looking. Now you'll see his beautiful colours. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? See, I love the yellow bits. There's just the Mojave in him showing there. And the ultra male. He's 100% ultra male. And bells are becoming more and more popular. And their prices are going up, by the way. In the US, some of them are selling for $700-800 if they've got the right genes in them. But he's just stunning. Isn't he lovely? Hope you're enjoying this. One of Jade's favourites, and he's eating really well. So he'll step up a lot of weight, but he's almost up for breedability now. He can breed with him soon. But I just love the blue eye, and I just love those beautiful patterns. Let's zoom in on some of the scale patterns and show you how beautiful he really is. There you go. Love the markings on him. He's almost got like a highway look to him, or feel to him. He's having a good little exploration. So we'll slip him back, and then we'll have a look and see if there's any other snakes that I can bring into the light box and enjoy. But I'm certainly enjoying this fella. He's got a lovely temperament as well, and he eats like a trooper. Really good eater. Right, let's get you back into the rub. 750, so very, very pleasing indeed. Thank you, Casper, for your time today. I'll let you go and have your Saturday afternoon nap or Saturday morning nap. You are beautiful. Right, let's see if there's any others that we can show off. I do like Karamak and how she's looking and how she's doing. Yep, she could do with a clean, but she's beautiful. Just look at her beautiful ultramale colours. Can't wait to start breeding with her. Beautiful. Back, Zig and Zag, I think, did they shed out? Jazz said that one of them shed out. So there's a beautiful animal there. That is a bamboo 100% ultramale female. She shed out, she's looking good. That's her sister. And that's all good. So Yahzoo, let's see how he's doing. Well, wants to eat. Look at that. That's an eating, striking mode if I've seen one. Got to be careful with this fella. He's doing really, really well. I can't remember, I don't think I've shown him in the light box. I think I'll put him in the light box. So I'm just going to let him know that it's not feeding night because he will go for me. There we go. Come on. Now I should be able to pick him up safely now. There we go. So that's the top tip for not getting bitten. He's got poo on his back unfortunately, so he needs a good clean. It's not the best picture of him, but he'll look good in there. So he is an albino male, 100% het for clown, and I love his head stamp. I think he's beautiful. Isn't he just lovely? Beautiful animal. You are a little gorgeous one. Could do with a good clean though. I'm going to have to give him a fogger treatment, I think, get him cleaned up. But I love his crazy patterns. Can you see those lovely patterns? So again, he's 100% het for clown. And let's have a look and see. The albino is very powerful, but if you look at the teardrop effect, the white's flowing over and the way it kind of just flows over. The dripping, which we talked about. He's got the striped tail at the back. You see the white tail? And it's complete stripes, so he's got that as a marker. Difficult to see the white tip because the albino influence is in there already. And I think Ed was mentioning it's very difficult to check certain markers with certain combos. For example, the pieds. He's trying to get a pied, an animal that's got clown, a clown pied. I think he's trying to get. And he was saying to me the other day that it's very difficult because the clown merges anyway, the alien heads, and when you're trying to check for a pied, the pied also has chaining on the merging of the alien heads. So what you find is that although you get the markers, you still have to adapt the markers to the gene that you're looking at, and so they're not always evident. So I said to him, my recommendation is to check the tracks and get a picture from the breeder of its underbelly to see whether it's got 2 tracks underneath the bottom of its tail, which could indicate that it could be pied. It's 66% pied, but he's picking up for a good price. So I said to him, can't really fail because he's picking up a clown boy for like €200. That could be a clown pied, which I think one of his excellent deals he's doing out there, so he can't really lose. It's a bonus if it becomes a pied, but he can check and get the guy to send him pictures of the underbelly to help him with that. So what you have to do is, if there's 3 or 4 different markers on an animal and you can't see those markers, you've got to pick the marker that's less likely to be distorted by another part of the combo. So looking at this fella here, because the albino is so strong, you can see the merging on its neck. Can you see the alien heads are merging, which could be the clown influence there? And then you can see the teardrops, see the whites highlighting as well, and you've got the dripping, see the dripping on its body? So that could be another indication. He doesn't have the white stripe on his head because the albino is so powerful. So you might say, well, how do you know that's a clown? Because you can't see the white neck pattern, and that's probably because the albino is just too strong, but you can see other markers on here. So I think once you learn the basic markers, you've got to then learn to adapt them to the combined morphs, I think, is the key to get everything right. But he's looking beautiful. Right, we shall put you back, otherwise we're going to end up with a really long video here, and I think we'll call that a wrap. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on the competition, and we shall see you next week. Bye bye for now.